Hey Bulldogs, this is Mr. Rivera, and February 1st through March 1st is Black History Month, celebrated nationwide, and I have two wonderful guests with me today. And what's your name?
Tessa.
And your name?
Alexa.
Okay, Tessa, tell me, why is it important for the Bulldog community to celebrate Black History Month?
As a black person growing up around here, I don't see many people that look like me. And I don't get a lot of opportunities to celebrate my culture. So it's awesome to me that there's a month where everybody respects us and thinks about us in such a positive way.
Awesome, awesome. Now, can you tell me what kind of hope and dreams does Black History Month mean to you? Like, if you had to think of something that, like, deep down inside, when you see our community celebrating Black History Month, how does that emotionally feel to you?
It makes me feel relieved in that, to me, especially, we're being noticed. It gives me hope that, I can, try out for this career and I can get it. And just by, being black, it doesn't matter.
Yes. And so one of the things about Black History Month is to celebrate and to honor the people that have achieved great things in the Black community. So who are some heroes that to you that are in the Black community that you look up to?
A definite hero of mine is Shirley Chisholm. She was the first black woman to run for a major party for presidency.
And that was in the 70s, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an amazing woman that broke the mold, right? The first African-American lady to run for the President of the United States. Amazing. So, okay, Tessa, can you tell me how the Bulldog community could be more welcoming to Black students and to the Black community? How can we be more welcoming as a Bulldog family?
A big way that we could feel more welcomed is a lot of the times in the hallways, I'll hear people using the N-word as a greeting. It has been directed at me before it's a very negative word. There's a lot of trauma and bad history behind it, and people don't seem to realize that. In my opinion, it's a word that should just be dropped from the dictionary. People should lose it from their vocabulary. There's not a reason to use it. It's just hurtful and hateful.
Thank you for sharing that with us, because I bet a lot of our Bulldog family doesn't know what it feels when somebody says that word in the hallway, and it really has effect on people because it hurts your feelings, right?
Yeah.
So, and that's one of the things we're going to work on as a Bulldog community, to make sure that that word is not being used as a greeting or to say hi to somebody or used in the way, because it really affects people in the Black community, right?
Yeah.
So I thank you for sharing that with me. I know that's pretty deep, and I love it, because this is what it's all about. This is what Mr. Rivera goes. He goes deep in, and so to share these stories. So we're going to go back to the positive here. and we have someone that's really positive right here. So can you tell us why, as a Bulldog community, why is it important for us as a community to celebrate Black History Month?
To me, I think everyone should celebrate Black History Month because it is very important that the Black community is recognized for something other than something bad. And there is so much great involved with Black History Month. Like, for one, Martin Luther King. He's one of my heroes because when I think of all the things I have, like being able to go to a school that has all sorts of different cultures, and I can freely I get a good education, and I'm Black, and so that's really exciting to have. And it's not just Martin Luther King. There's Sojourner Truth, like my sister said, Shirley Chisholm, and all these Black heroes that did so much. And because of them, we have all this stuff here. And now I can freely walk out and go to a school where there's not a lot of people who look like me, but they treat me the same way as any other student, no matter what their color is. And to me, that's great. And this school, I've never had felt like I shouldn't be here. I've always felt welcomed, and I love this school. So
I love this school too. You love this school too, right?
yeah.
We have to say, go Bulldogs.
Go Bulldogs!
Go Bulldogs. So what I want to tell you, I want to leave off with this because I love Martin Luther King, and one of his best quotes ever, and it's still used every single day in my life, that we judge people on the content of their character, not the color of their skin. What does that mean when you heard Martin Luther King or people use that as a reference of today's society?
It makes me feel hopeful that people use it, but it's also heartbreaking to me that people could look at somebody and automatically see them as a threat or as less than them because of how they look. It's just heartbreaking that people think that, I guess, we're scary when we're just people.
And that's the purpose of today's interview, is to bring that awareness and bring us together. Because my goal and the whole school's goal and Dr. Waterwood's goal is to bring us together, because there's a lot of division. But I think if we bring this awareness to the Bulldog community and hear your stories and hear your testimonies, we could bring people together. Don't you agree?
I agree 100%.
What's the best way to bring people together?
Just, I don't know, like just talking, being together. Of course, we can't do that right now, but
That's why they have my show, so we could talk about this.
of course, even though we can't physically be together, virtually, we're here together.
And that's today's meeting, guys, is that we're going to come together. It doesn't matter what color of skin, what your background is, because we're all human beings, and we all need to love each other, because that's what is so important about celebrating Black History Month. So if we look at the future, I see a lot of hope for the African American, for the Black community. What kind of hope do you see in this coming year or in the future?
That we will have a Black female Vice President, Kamala Harris. So that's really exciting for me, and I'm sure to the Black community too.
What does that mean to you when you see the first female Black Vice President that's going to be leading our country? What does that mean to you emotionally?
To me, that's exciting. Like, I'm hyped. It's very I'm just like I love seeing Black women or men in office in like really high standards, and like their help leading our nation. And so having Kamala Harris do that, it's just really like hypes me up.
How would you feel to meet Kamala Harris? I mean, if you had the time, if you had the opportunity to meet her, how would you feel?
I probably, if I was like, if she was standing right in front of me, I don't even know what to say. I'd probably start crying. But no, it's pretty exciting.
It is exciting. I really see hope for our future. I really see that us as a Bulldog Nation, as a country, that we could come together and bring in different cultures. And that's what makes Mount Vernon High School so special, is our diversity and our celebrating of diversity. So thank you again, ladies, for the wonderful interview. It was so much fun. I hope you had fun. Did you have fun?
Yeah.
You have fun?
I had lots of fun.
Do you want to be back on my show again?
Yes.
I had to stick that in. Thank you, Bulldogs.